Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk. Heard it's real cheap, but it's really gon' cost. I'm trying to get these ends, building empires with my friends. I'm about handling my business. No time for stress over bullshit. You think success is an option? I'm trying to get this shit poppin' like woo, big moves.
Hey DeMarie TV family, everything I say is alleged, it's in my opinion, and it is for entertainment purposes only. I'm really upset about this story that the U.S. Sun reported about Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville being ordered to undergo psych evaluation after Melody Rogers, his ex-wife, has accused him of abusing their kids. So, number one, I'm not going to read the article word for word. I'm sure a lot of you have had the opportunity to see it. If you have not, you can go over to the U.S. Sun and read the article. But essentially, Melody and Martell went back to court in December, and the judge ordered Martell to have a physical or a psych evaluation because of alleged erratic behavior and inappropriate treatment of the children. Now, I think what's so upsetting about this for me is because, we've watched Melody and Martell on television for years. And so we kind of have an understanding about their behavior patterns and how they conduct themselves, not only in good situations, but situations in which there's undue stress. So for Mel to keep pressing the issue of his behavior with the children, this is a problem. This is not the first time she's come to this court and she's asked for relief on the children's behalf because of his abusive behavior. Now, at that time, what the judge did was remove the kids for 56 days while they kind of assessed the situation to see if Martell could be around the children. So as a result of that, he is not supposed to use corporal punishment on the kids. Now, anybody who has been watching Martell for 6 years clearly understands the man has anger issues. He has problems controlling his temper. He has problems refraining from abusing adults. He attacked Jay. He attacked the staff at the Behind Every Woman set. He attacks grown-ups. So it wouldn't be hard to understand as the pressure continues to mount against this man, as the financial pressures continue to press against him. He has to move all the time. He don't even have enough money to buy food to afford to pay for the children. As these pressures continue to compound upon him, he is going to be acting out in anger against people. It doesn't matter who it is. It can be coleslaw, it could be his children, it could be his mom, it could be family members, it could be his ex, it could be anybody. He's always yelling and screaming and going off on people. He is erratic, period. So why are the courts giving him more consideration than they are the safety of the kids? Why and how hard would it be for the courts to simply say, we don't understand just yet what is happening with the children. We want to take them, remove them from your custody, have a guardian ad litem, speak with the children, assess what's happening with them, convey that to the court, all while you get your psychic evaluation. What will be so hard about that? It's just putting a pause on things so that you can ensure the kids are safe. But they didn't do that. They said work it out in mediation. Now, I am someone I love true crime. I love all kinds of true crime shows, and I spend a lot of time watching those. That's just, I've done it for years. And I have been saying for a very long time, this is a person who is escalating to violence. It's almost as if you are somebody who watches this stuff a lot, you have seen this story told so many times, It's like watching it happen in slow motion. It doesn't matter who Martell is with. It doesn't matter who is around him. If he does not change his behavior, if something does not stop him and he decides to self-correct, he is moving towards a violent outburst. It is very clear. He's losing jobs. He's having to move. His money's being interrupted. He is having to explain his behavior. And instead of taking accountability, he is blaming everyone else for what is happening to him. He does not assume any wrongdoing or accountability for his actions whatsoever. It's always someone else did this. It's someone else's fault. And normally, the blame for everything in his life that is not right is going on Mel because she left him. Not because he cheated and had a baby by another woman. It's because she left him. So even in that instance, he cannot identify any wrongdoing on his part. And this is in every situation. In this situation, even if he hit the kids after the court told him not to, it's not his fault he hit the kids. It's the kid's fault for acting up. It's Mel's fault for taking him to court and getting his rights removed anyway. It's never going to be his fault. I don't understand why this court system keeps failing this woman. I just did a video on this like less than a month ago where I'm saying, listen, are these court systems just failing her? And they are. Not only the court systems, the police department is failing her. This man is erratic and he's acting out, and everybody is saying, look on YouTube. You have thousands of videos talking about the dangers of this man and his narcissistic outbursts. Like, everybody's talking about this. And for some reason, they have no understanding of who Martell Holt is. He's been on television so long. Any one of us could put together a nice little reel that would show a judge, listen, this is who he is. This is Martell Holt. If you look at how he bursts, just has outbursts where he's screaming and he's yelling, I can't see adults being comfortable with that. But you want a child to defend themselves against that? You want children to stand up against that by themselves with no support and no backing? What are they supposed to do? And then you add in a psychotic mistress who hates the mother and her kids, and she's just around smiling in his face trying to make him think she's okay with him, but she don't like him either. So she ain't in there trying to protect him. And according to the Sun article, the kids don't want to go over there until he stops hitting on them. He's twisting. He's choking. Children, I don't understand what the benefit of these kids being in that environment is. There is no benefit to them having to uproot their lives every 7 days. Go stay somewhere they don't want to be. They're stressed. There's tension. They're unhappy. They don't want to be there. So what harm would it do to leave them in the safety and the care of their mother until this man owns a home for at least 2 years and doesn't move, until he has an established job, until he agrees to not beat, punch, choke, hit, nothing these children, and he's demonstrated that he can do that? What harm is it to let them be with their mother? These kids are of age where they can talk. They can communicate what's happening to them, and their voices should be heard. It should not just be my mother said this or the dad said this. They should be able to speak either directly to the judge or through a guardian ad litem. And whatever they say, if there is evidence to back that up, why not remove them from the father until their safety can be guaranteed? I don't understand the courts putting more emphasis on the father's rights than they do the care of the child and what's in the best interest of the child. Alabama may have one of the fastest growing cities, but under no circumstance do I ever want to live in a state that has these kind of courts and this kind of law. They are not doing what's best for Melody or these children, and they're making no effort to. I feel like Martell has been given more than enough opportunities to clear himself up and to get himself together, and he has the kids removed. The doxing of their address should have got the kids removed. And now in addition to that, he's hitting them and beating on them. This is crazy. Like, what is it going to take for y'all to step in and remove these kids from this abusive man and protect the whole family, the mother and the kids, from him? Are you waiting till somebody's hurt or injured? Because that's what we should not be doing. This is troubling. It's very troubling because Melody is a public figure. And I can only imagine if this is happening to her and she is a public figure, what does the normal wife who is not a public figure have to go through? What do they have to go through? All these people we've heard forever talk about how good of a father Martell was. And we would be like, are they out of their mind? Because we're just sitting here like, do they not see the manipulation? Do they not see the weaponization of the kids? Like, they can't see it? So hopefully now, some of you crazy females who were just, they have to see their father, they gotta spend time with their father, they gotta this, they gotta that. Hopefully the wheels are starting to churn a little bit in y'all blank skulls, where you can kind of start to see that this man is not a good father. They do not need to be with him. There is no benefit at all for them having to spend 50% of their time with this man. No benefit whatsoever. Who should not have custody of his kids. Period. He is abusive to women and children alike. He's abusive. He has nothing else going on in his life. Nothing going on in his life. He's ruined every opportunity that has ever been given to him. And now we want to believe that he's at home just being a stellar parent. No, he's not. It's not safe for the kids. I'm not even sure how the U.S. Sun got this information. It's court documents. We know Martell likes to share court documents. So I'm wondering if he gave them the documents, hoping they would do a smear campaign against Mel, and then once they started reading them, they're like, oh shit, this is crazy. How did they get the documents? Melody don't do shit like that. She don't put out the court documents. That's Martell. Martell puts them out. So did he give them to him directly? Did he show them to someone else and they gave the documents to the Sun? How did they get this information? I would love to know that. And another thing that really bothered me is that he was saying that Melody was showing the kids online. Melody does not show her kids online. She does not. So in his response, he just lies. Any lie he can come up with, that's what he'll do. He'll just lie. He also said Melody was spanking their youngest child that's 3 years old. With him, it's always, I cheated, Melody cheated too. I do corporate punishment, Melody spanked them too. I can't deal with Martell Holt. He is so immature, so unstable, so erratic. So he's just not a person that should have children in his care, and he don't need to be with a woman either, because he does not know how to treat women or children. And people want to sit up and just act like this man is not horrible. He's awful. He's awful. And if Carlos does not have him filming at this time, it's about time that you shut him down, because he had a spotlight on him for way too long. He should have had to shut down and focus on bettering himself a long time ago. This is disturbing. He is escalating. He is violent. He is erratic. He is a narcissist. And he is feeling like he's losing everything. Everything. So this does not get any better. It doesn't. Unless this man gets help, this does not get any better. But what is changing is the children's ability to articulate what they want and what they need, and what is unfair to them, and what is happening to them. Any judge can ask, what's going on? What's happening? Who do you want to live with? Now, there's a certain age that you can ask them these things, but I believe that 2 of those children can answer that question. And those 2 can also speak to what's happening in the household with the younger 2. It's time for the courts to hear from the kids themselves. And once they do that, I don't see how they can continue to let these kids go over there. The courts are failing in this case. They're failing horribly. And I suspect they're failing other families as well. Yeah, we're going to have to pray and stay prayed up, because this man is nuts. He's just nuts. And I don't see anything changing anytime soon. I just don't. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, hit the notification bell. Let me know your thoughts. Drop me some comments and let me know what you're thinking. If you are a female talking about this man got to see his kids, don't drop that in my comments. Not today. Just keep it moving. All right, you guys, have a good night.
My rules. Y'all heavy on the tweeting. I'll disappear a whole season like woo. Who said they looking for me? I'ma make you get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm raising the clock. Even if my feelings grind don't stop. Got big dreams.